We're on verdict watch in Kenosha, Wisconsin, where a jury will soon reconvene to deliberate the fate of Kyle Rittenhouse. 12 jurors are weighing homicide and other charges against the 18-year-old for shooting and killing two people and injuring a third during police brutality protests last year. Rittenhouse could face life in prison if he's convicted of the most serious charge. So Nancy Chen is with me now from the courthouse in Kenosha, Wisconsin. You've been there throughout the trial and throughout the week. So I thought this was very interesting, though. The jury was narrowed down from 18 jurors to 12 jurors, and Kyle Rittenhouse himself played a part in that process in picking the 12 jurors. Explain to me just what he did, and is this sort of unique to the state, or I don't think I'd seen this before?
Anne-Marie, good morning to you. As you mentioned, 18 jurors have been sitting in on this trial, listening every single day. In the end, only 12 will be deliberating, as they are right now, the fate of Kyle Rittenhouse. And Rittenhouse himself did select the 6 that were dismissed. Those jurors will be returning. They are standing by as alternates to this. And there has been a lot of attention on Rittenhouse himself randomly selecting the names of those 6 from a Tumblr, with some legal experts calling this unusual. This is not something that happens in the state, but the judge did say later today, later yesterday, after a lot of attention was made about this, that this is how he's always had defendants do this in his courtroom. That's what he's saying.
I mean, not for nothing, but it's a very high-profile case. Everyone's watching. Everyone's watching to make sure that it is completely unbiased. You would think he would sort of alter his tradition, for lack of a better word, in terms of picking jurors. But okay, it was random. Protesters did gather around the courthouse yesterday during the first day of deliberations. I saw some news coverage that suggested that things got a little tense, but I know you were there. So how did things unfold?
At this point, it is a relatively small group of protesters. It's a vocal group, but relatively small. It's a growing crowd. There have been protesters throughout this trial, but there are more people who have been showing up day by day. There have been a couple of, or a few scuffles, but overall it has been a peaceful situation here in Kenosha.
But authorities are being sort of preemptively prepared, I guess. There are 500 National Guard troops standing by in case of potential unrest ahead of the verdict. Is the state doing anything else in case of any possible violence? And I'm also sort of curious about, you know, why they feel there's a possibility for violence, or are they just sort of taking all precautions?
I think it's more of the latter in terms of taking precautions, just given that many of the events that happened that are really the center of this trial happened just blocks from the courthouse. So it's something that is in a very recent memory for a lot of law enforcement here. At this point, though, Kenosha police tell us that they are monitoring the situation. They say that they are ready, but at this point, they do not see a current need to impose any curfews or shut down any roads. We ourselves have not seen roads being shut down or businesses being boarded up specifically because of this. But as you mentioned, anytime that you have this much attention on a trial like this, it does raise the temperature quite a bit.
Yeah. You spoke to CBS News legal analyst Ricky Kleeman about the length of deliberations. What did she say? Did she have any predictions?
Yeah, I think anytime that deliberations do go longer, there's questions about if this is stronger for the prosecution or for the defense. So I asked Kleeman about that. She says it's really hard to tell, that at a certain point, you really can't read the tea leaves. And it could be one thing or one person or two people that are going back and forth on a couple of issues. And it could totally be different day by day on what they agree or disagree with. But in the end, they have to come to a consensus for there to be a verdict.
They certainly do. Nancy, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So the coverage does not stop here. CBSN Chicago has a team on the ground in Kenosha, Wisconsin with the very latest on this trial. We'll also bring you live coverage when a verdict is reached, of course. But for now, you can watch CBSN Chicago by downloading the free CBS News app or heading on over to cbsnews.com/live. And there you can find all of our CBSN local streams.